Something strange is happening in the skies above America. Unseen by most, these silent observers have become a part of our daily lives. Unidentified drones, silent and watchful, have become an increasingly common sight. They glide through the air with an eerie quietness, almost like ghosts. From the heartland to the coasts, these mysterious aircraft have left Americans both curious and concerned. They appear in the most unexpected places, from vast farmlands to bustling cityscapes. Their presence is a stark reminder of our vulnerability in an age of rapidly evolving technology. As they hover above, they remind us of the unseen eyes that watch our every move. What are these drones? Who is operating them? And what do they want? These questions linger in the minds of many. The answers to these questions remain frustratingly elusive. Despite numerous sightings, concrete information is scarce. The lack of concrete information from official sources has only fueled speculation and anxiety among the public. People are left to wonder and worry. Some dismiss the sightings as nothing more than elaborate hoaxes or misidentified commercial drones. They believe it's all a misunderstanding. Others fear something far more sinister. The unknown breeds fear and suspicion. Could these be the eyes of foreign adversaries, secretly gathering intelligence on American soil? The possibility is chilling. The truth, as is often the case, likely lies somewhere in between. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But one thing is certain, the emergence of these unidentified drones presents a serious challenge to U.S. airspace security. Authorities are on high alert, and until their origins and purpose are known, the uncertainty will continue to cast a shadow over the nation. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving everyone on edge.
Many of these drones are not harmless hobbyist toys. The increasing sophistication of the technology involved is quite telling. Some of the drones display capabilities far beyond those available commercially. This leads me to a chilling conclusion. Foreign powers, likely including China, are conducting surveillance operations within U.S. borders. China's history of aggressive intelligence gathering and their vast manufacturing capability in drone technology provide both the means and the motive to carry out such an operation.
Gordon Chang's warnings echo the concerns of many in the intelligence community. The U.S. has already accused China of operating spy balloons over sensitive military sites. The drone activity, Chang and others argue, could be part of a broader, more insidious intelligence gathering campaign. Across the United States, reports of drone sightings are becoming increasingly frequent. Farmers in the Midwest have reported drones flying over their fields at night. Residents near military bases have witnessed strange aerial activity they can't explain. Truckers traveling the interstate highways have even captured footage of unidentified drones flying in formation alongside their vehicles.
The lack of clear information from government officials has only amplified the anxiety. The Pentagon has acknowledged the presence of these drones but remains tight-lipped about their origins or purpose. Local law enforcement agencies, often ill-equipped to deal with such technologically advanced incursions, offer little in the way of reassurance.
This information vacuum has fueled a wave of speculation and conspiracy theories on social media and online forums. Some believe the drones are part of a government surveillance program run amok. Others fear a more nefarious purpose, ranging from espionage to even the potential for targeted attacks. The recent drone sightings have drawn inevitable comparisons to the Chinese spy balloon incident earlier this year. In February 2024, a large, high-altitude balloon traversed the continental United States, capturing headlines and sparking diplomatic tensions between Washington and Beijing. While China claimed the balloon was a weather research vessel that had veered off course, the Pentagon maintained it was a sophisticated surveillance platform. The incident underscored the vulnerability of U.S. airspace and raised serious questions about China's willingness to conduct brazen intelligence operations on American soil. The drone activity, some experts argue, could be a continuation of this strategy. By using smaller, more difficult-to-detect drones, China could be gathering intelligence on a scale and scope not possible with balloons alone. The parallels between the two incidents have fueled concerns that China is becoming increasingly emboldened in its efforts to spy on the United States. Section 5. The Walls Have Eyes. The implications of foreign powers, particularly China, conducting widespread drone surveillance within the United States are far-reaching. The most immediate concern is the potential compromise of sensitive information. Military bases, Critical infrastructure and government facilities could all be vulnerable to prying eyes in the sky. The drones could be equipped with high-resolution cameras, infrared sensors, or even signal intelligence capabilities, allowing them to gather a trove of data on U.S. activities. Beyond the immediate security risks, the drone activity also raises profound questions about U.S. sovereignty. The ability of foreign powers to operate with seeming impunity within American airspace undermines the very notion of national borders and territorial integrity.
Section 6. Unwelcome guests. I go further than simply attributing the drone activity to foreign governments. I express deep concern about the potential involvement of Chinese nationals present in the United States, both legally and illegally.
He argues that China's intelligence services may be leveraging their citizens abroad to further their espionage efforts. This could take many forms, from recruiting individuals with access to sensitive information to using students or business people to unwittingly transport or operate surveillance equipment.
I believe that the Biden administration is turning a blind eye to this issue. I criticize what I see as a reluctance to confront China directly, fearing economic or diplomatic repercussions. This inaction, I warn, only emboldens China and puts United States national security at greater risk.
Section 7. The Dragon's Shadow. The drone activity comes at a time of heightened geopolitical tensions between the United States and China, a period marked by increasing mistrust and strategic maneuvering. The two superpowers are locked in a strategic competition that spans the globe, from trade and technology to military might and diplomatic influence, each seeking to outmaneuver the other. The United States sees China's growing economic and military power as a direct challenge to its global leadership, a threat to the established world order. China, for its part, views the United States as attempting to contain its rise and maintain its hegemonic position, a stance that fuels its own ambitions. This rivalry has spilled over into a range of issues, from territorial disputes in the South China Sea to accusations of unfair trade practices and cyber espionage, creating a complex web of conflicts. The drone activity, if indeed linked to China, could be seen as another front in this ongoing struggle, a new dimension in their strategic contest. By conducting surveillance within the United States, China could be seeking to gain a strategic advantage in this rivalry, gathering intelligence on United States capabilities and intentions, and potentially planning future moves. Section 8. The Price of Silence. The Biden administration has faced mounting criticism for its perceived lack of action in addressing the drone threat. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have called for greater transparency and a more forceful response.
Critics argue that the administration's silence only emboldens those responsible for the drone incursions. They demand a clear strategy for detecting, identifying, and if necessary, neutralizing these threats. Some even advocate for shooting down unidentified drones as a show of force and a deterrent to future intrusions.
However, others caution against a hasty or overly aggressive response. They argue that shooting down drones, especially those operating in civilian airspace, could have unintended consequences and lead to escalation.
They advocate for a more measured approach, focusing on diplomacy, intelligence gathering, and international cooperation to address the root causes of the drone activity.
Section 9. Guardians at the Gate. The challenge of unidentified drones requires a multi-pronged approach, combining technology, strategy, and international cooperation. First, the United States needs to enhance its ability to detect and track these aircraft, ensuring no drone goes unnoticed. This involves investing in advanced radar systems, sensor networks, and artificial intelligence to improve situational awareness in United States airspace, making it more secure and resilient.
Second, the United States must develop a clear and consistent protocol for responding to drone incursions, ensuring swift and effective action. This includes establishing clear rules of engagement for when and how to intercept or disable drones that pose a credible threat, minimizing risks to public safety. This will require close coordination between civilian and military agencies, as well as with international partners, to ensure a unified response.
Finally, the United States must address the underlying geopolitical tensions that contribute to this type of espionage activity, fostering a more stable global environment. This means engaging in dialogue with China and other potential adversaries to establish norms of behavior in cyberspace and airspace, promoting mutual understanding and respect. While competition is inevitable, it need not lead to conflict. Through diplomacy and cooperation, peaceful coexistence is possible. The threat of unidentified drones is real and growing, posing new challenges to national security. But it is not insurmountable. With the right measures, we can mitigate these risks. By taking decisive action on multiple fronts, the United States can protect its airspace, safeguard its national security, and preserve its interests in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, ensuring a safer